In the shadow of a dying world, an alien race faces extinction. Their planet, Xenthos, teeters on the brink of collapse, its precious gold reserves utterly depleted. King Zorath's desperate gamble for survival leads to Earth, where a hidden gold treasure could mean the difference between life and death for his people. Watch as a team of 5 elite aliens attempts an audacious heist, battling Earth's fierce defenses and uncovering secrets along the way. Will they succeed in their perilous mission to save their dying world, or will their first attempt end in failure? Asterisk prepare for a thrilling adventure of survival and stealth in Alien Heist, the battle for Earth's gold. To save a dying planet. Tune in and discover if the fate of 2 worlds hangs in the balance. On the distant planet of Xenthos, an air of despair had settled. Once a vibrant world rich in resources and prosperity, it now faced an unprecedented crisis. Gold, a fundamental element crucial for the survival of Xenthosian life, was running out. The precious metal was not merely a commodity, it was vital for the survival of unborn Xenthosians. Pregnant females consumed gold to ensure the proper development and health of their offspring. Without it, their children were doomed from conception, resulting in a tragic and unending cycle of loss. The grand hall of the Xenthosian palace was silent, save for the hum of the emergency lights that cast a somber glow over the room. King Zorath, adorned in his ceremonial robes, stood with a heavy heart. His regal demeanor could not mask the profound worry etched across his face. The vast expanses of his kingdom, once teeming with life and energy, now seemed empty and fraught with dread. The very future of his people was at stake, and the gravity of the situation weighed heavily on him. King Zorath turned to the holographic display that projected the images of his devastated planet. The once lush landscapes were now barren, and the once bustling cities were empty shells. His thoughts raced as he considered the plight of the expectant mothers and the suffering they endured. Desperation drove him to action. He knew that if he did not act swiftly, the entire Xenthosian race could face extinction. The king's voice, resolute yet tinged with urgency, echoed through the grand hall. We must find a solution before it is too late. If we do not secure a new source of gold, our civilization may not survive. Summon the council. King Zorath commanded, his voice firm and authoritative. The emergency meeting was quickly assembled, with the council members gathering in the grand hall, their faces reflecting a mix of concern and determination. Zorath's piercing gaze swept across the room, meeting the eyes of his most trusted advisors. The king cleared his throat and addressed the assembly. Our situation is dire. We have identified a planet, Earth, that is rich in gold. We need a team to travel there and procure the gold necessary to ensure our survival. Among those gathered were Zahn, Thala, Vexa, Kryn, and Nera, 5 of the most skilled and trusted individuals on Xenthos. Each possessed unique talents essential for the mission. Zahn, the team leader, had a reputation for his tactical brilliance and unwavering dedication. Thala, the technology specialist, was known for his expertise in advanced tech and innovations. Vexa, the strategist, was a master of planning and foresight. Kryn, the warrior, was renowned for his combat skills and physical prowess. Nera, the medic, had extensive knowledge in alien biology and medicine. King Zorath's gaze settled on them. You are our best hope. Your mission is to travel to Earth, secure the gold we need, and return it to Xenthos. The survival of our people depends on your success. Zahn stepped forward, his expression one of fierce determination. We will not fail you, my king. We understand the gravity of this mission, and will do everything in our power to complete it. Zorath nodded approvingly. Prepare immediately. Time is of the essence. The sleek silver spacecraft of the Xenthosian team cut through the vast emptiness of space, its engines humming with quiet efficiency. Inside, the 5 aliens readied themselves for the critical task ahead. Zahn, as the team leader, took charge of the briefing. Our goal is to gather as much gold as possible while minimizing our exposure. We must understand the customs and defenses of the Earthlings to achieve this. The journey through space was both awe-inspiring and tense. As the spacecraft approached Earth, the team observed the planet's very landscapes. The deserts of Nevada, where their mission was to commence, loomed large on their navigational screens. The barren, expansive terrain was a stark contrast to the lush environment of their home planet. Upon arrival, the spacecraft touched down stealthily near the massive open-pit gold mines in Nevada. The team disembarked, their alien forms concealed beneath human attire. Clothing that was ill-fitting and foreign, but essential for blending in. The oppressive heat of the desert was a new challenge for them, but they pressed on with their mission. Tha, the technology specialist, checked his instruments as they prepared to begin their operation. This is the site. The gold reserves we need are buried within these mines. We must be cautious. Zahn and his team equipped themselves with the necessary tools and technologies, ready to begin the delicate task of infiltrating the mine and gathering intelligence. They knew the success of their mission depended on their ability to adapt quickly to Earth's environment and customs. With their preparations complete, the aliens set out to blend in with the local population and begin their quest to secure the vital gold. The weight of their mission pressed heavily on their shoulders, but their resolve remained unshaken. The future of Xanthos depended on their success, and they were determined to achieve it. The spacecraft's landing gear settled on the parched earth of Nevada, and the 5 Enthosian aliens stepped out, their alien forms cloaked in the strange attire of Earth's inhabitants. Zahn, Thala, Vexa, Kryn, and Nira adjusted their ill-fitting clothes, each struggling to adapt to their new human appearance. The desert sun beat down on them, intensifying the strangeness of their situation. Focus on blending in, Zahn instructed, his voice steady despite the unease. We need to observe and understand their ways if we are to succeed. Their first stop was a small, bustling diner on the outskirts of town. The bright neon sign and the aroma of fried food were foreign to them, and the sight of Earthlings going about their day was both fascinating and overwhelming. They entered the diner, their movements awkward and hesitant. The clamor of plates and chatter filled the air as they took seats at a corner booth, trying to avoid drawing attention. A waitress approached, her demeanor professional but curious. "What can I get for you folks?" Zahn, attempting to mimic the human way of speaking, replied, "We will have everything." The waitress raised an eyebrow, but nodded and walked away. The aliens struggled to comprehend the nuances of human behavior. They observed how Earthlings interacted, the way they communicated, and how they consumed their food. The alien team's attempts to blend in were hampered by their unfamiliarity with Earth customs. They fumbled with utensils, stared at the menu in confusion, and accidentally spilled drinks. The locals cast curious glances, their amusement evident. "This is more difficult than I anticipated," Thala muttered, his eyes scanning the diner's interior. "Their customs are so different from ours." Nira, trying to calm the group, added, "We need to learn quickly. We cannot afford to make mistakes." Despite their efforts, the interaction was a challenge. They were clearly out of place, and their awkward behavior only drew more attention. The waitress, though polite, couldn't hide her bemusement as she served their order. The team finished their meal in relative silence, their minds racing with the knowledge that their mission required much more than just blending in. After spending several days observing and trying to adapt to human society, the team focused on their primary objective, the gold mines. They traveled to the Nevada site, their disguises now slightly more refined, but still conspicuous. The sheer scale of the operation was overwhelming. Massive machinery, towering security fences, and armed guards patrolled the perimeter. "This place is heavily fortified," Vexa noted as they surveyed the scene from a distance. "We need to assess their security measures before attempting anything." The team used Thala's advanced technology to scan the area. Their equipment detected multiple layers of security, including motion sensors and surveillance cameras. Fowler's analysis revealed that the mine was protected by sophisticated systems designed to detect unauthorized access. "We need to disable their surveillance first," Fowler suggested. "Once the cameras are out, we can attempt to breach the mine." Under the cover of darkness, the team made their move. They approached the perimeter of the mine, their advanced technology at the ready. Fowler's device emitted a pulse that temporarily disabled the outermost security cameras. The team moved swiftly, but cautiously, their progress marked by a mix of tension and hope. Just as they neared the entrance to the mine, a sudden spotlight swept across their path. Kryn, alert to the danger, noticed the movement and hissed, "We've been spotted." The spotlight intensified, and the team froze. A series of harsh, commanding voices came from nearby guards. "Freeze." "Who's there?" Realizing that their cover was blown, the aliens retreated quickly. Kryn led the way as they navigated through the shadows, their hearts pounding with adrenaline. They sprinted back to their landing site, frustration evident in their expressions. Back on Xanthos, the team regrouped and prepared to report their findings. Their failure was a bitter pill to swallow, but they knew that acknowledging their shortcomings was crucial for devising a new strategy. Upon returning to Xanthos, the team was met with anxious anticipation. King Zorath awaited them in the grand hall, his expression a mixture of concern and hope. As the 5 aliens entered, their faces revealed the outcome of their mission before they even spoke. "My king," Zahn began, his voice heavy with disappointment. "Our attempt to secure the gold was unsuccessful. The Earth's defenses are far more sophisticated than we anticipated." Zorath's eyes narrowed, but he remained composed. "What challenges did you face?" Fowler stepped forward, his voice steady despite the defeat. "The security measures were extensive. We encountered heavily armed guards, advanced surveillance systems, and an overall level of preparedness that was beyond our expectations. Our initial attempt to disable their defenses was thwarted." Vexa added, "Our attempts to blend in with the local population were also met with difficulties. We were unable to fully understand their customs, which affected our ability to gather useful information." Zorath listened intently, his mind racing as he considered their report. "We cannot afford to give up. Our people depend on us. We must reassess our approach and prepare for a new strategy." The king turned to the team, his gaze resolute. "Fowler, can we develop a new plan using more advanced technology?" Fowler nodded. "We have been working on a new AI technology that can render us invisible to human eyes and security systems. With proper implementation, it could give us a significant advantage." Zorath's face lit up with a glimmer of hope. "Then proceed with this new technology. Zahn, ensure your team is fully prepared for the next attempt. We must succeed. The future of Xanthos depends on it." As the team departed to begin their preparations, a renewed sense of determination filled the air. They knew that their mission was far from over, and they were resolute in their commitment to saving their people. The challenges they have faced only fueled their resolve to succeed, no matter the obstacles. In the dimly lit war room of Xanthos' royal palace, King Zorath convened an urgent meeting with his most trusted advisors. The room buzzed with a mix of tension and anticipation as the king outlined the gravity of their situation. "Our previous attempt failed, but we cannot afford another setback," Zorath declared, his voice resolute. "We need a new plan, one that utilizes every resource at our disposal." Fowler, the technology specialist, stepped forward with a new gleam of determination in his eyes. "We've been developing advanced AI technology that could turn the tide in our favor. This technology has the potential to render us invisible to both human eyes and their sophisticated security systems." Zorath's gaze sharpened as he listened. "How does this technology work?" Fowler explained, "The AI technology uses a combination of light-bending mechanisms and advanced camouflage techniques to make objects, including living beings, appear invisible. We successfully tested it in controlled environments. If applied correctly, it could give us the edge we need. Vexer, the strategist, interjected, "We'll need to integrate this technology into our strategy. The primary objective will be to infiltrate the gold mines unnoticed, extract the gold, and exit without detection." With the new plan in place, the focus shifted to the AI technology. The aliens gathered in a high-tech laboratory where Feller and his team demonstrated the invisibility equipment. The room was filled with a soft hum as the AI devices were activated, creating an eerie shimmer as objects and beings became transparent. Practice using the technology, Feller instructed. Learn to move without disrupting the environment. The effectiveness of the invisibility cloak depends on perfect synchronization. Zahn, Feller, Vexer, Kreen, and Nira spent days mastering the new equipment. Their training was rigorous, focusing on fluid movements, silent operation, and the precise calibration of their cloaks. The technology required them to maintain perfect coordination, as even the slightest misstep could compromise their invisibility. The training sessions were grueling but necessary. Each alien learned to navigate the AI-enhanced environments with increasing proficiency. By the end of the training period, they were able to move seamlessly, their presence imperceptible to any observer. As the team approached the final stages of their preparation, they conducted a series of simulations. These tests were designed to replicate the conditions they would face on Earth, including various security scenarios and potential obstacles. "We must ensure every detail is accounted for," Vexer emphasized during a debriefing session. "The success of our mission depends on flawless execution." The simulations highlighted several areas for improvement, and the team adjusted their approach accordingly. They refined their strategy, focusing on precise timing and coordinated movements. Advanced technology had given them a new sense of confidence, but they understood that their success depended on their ability to adapt and execute flawlessly. With their preparations complete, the team returned to Earth. This time, their approach was shrouded in invisibility. The spacecraft descended silently onto the familiar Nevada landscape, and the aliens activated their cloaks. The shimmer of their technology created a ghostly effect as they emerged from the spacecraft. The team conducted a final round of tests to ensure their invisibility technology functioned perfectly under real-world conditions. They moved through the barren desert, observing their surroundings and adjusting their cloaks as needed. "This is working perfectly," Feller noted, his voice a whisper through the communication link. "We are fully invisible to the naked eye and undetectable by their security systems." With their invisibility technology operational, the team developed a detailed strategy for their mission. They divided their roles and responsibilities to maximize efficiency. Zahn would lead the infiltration, Kryn and Vexer would handle the extraction of gold, while Nera and Feller would manage any technological issues and ensure their escape route was clear. "Remember, the key is to remain undetected," Zahn reminded his team. "Our success hinges on precise timing and coordination." The team reviewed their plans meticulously, analyzing every detail of their approach to the gold mine. They prepared for various contingencies, including unexpected security measures and potential encounters with humans. As night fell, the team approached the gold mines, their cloaks active and their movements silent. They moved through the shadows, their forms invisible against the dark backdrop of the desert. Feller monitored the security systems, ensuring that their path was clear. "We're approaching the security perimeter," Feller reported. "The cameras and motion sensors are operational, but we are not being detected." The team navigated through the security barriers, their advanced technology allowing them to bypass the sophisticated defenses. They reached the heart of the mine, where the gold was stored. The extraction process began, with Kryn and Vexer using advanced tools to gather the precious metal. "This is going smoothly," Kryn whispered as he worked. "We should be able to complete the extraction without incident." The heist proceeded with impressive efficiency. The team moved through the mine, their invisibility technology rendering them invisible to the guards and surveillance systems. They extracted a substantial amount of gold, their actions precise and deliberate. As they filled their containers with gold, they remained vigilant, monitoring their surroundings for any signs of detection. The plan was executed flawlessly, with the team managing to avoid any potential threats. "We've secured the gold," Vexer confirmed as the last of the containers was filled. "It's time to leave." The team retraced their steps, moving back through the mine with the same level of stealth. They exited the facility, their invisibility cloak ensuring that they remained undetected. The team returned to their spacecraft, their hearts pounding with a mix of relief and triumph. The spacecraft ascended silently into the night sky, leaving the Nevada landscape behind. They had successfully completed their mission without being detected. As they approached Xanthos, the team was greeted by a sense of accomplishment. The gold they had secured would ensure the survival of their people, and their mission had been a success. Upon their return to Xanthos, the team was met with cheers and celebration. The gold was carefully stored and prepared for use, and the future of the Xanthosian people was secured. King Zorath personally congratulated the team. "You've done it," he declared, his voice filled with pride. "You have secured our future and ensured the survival of our people." The aliens stood tall, their mission complete. They had faced immense challenges and succeeded through ingenuity, determination, and the power of their advanced technology. The victory was not just a personal triumph, but a beacon of hope for their entire civilization. The celebrations continued late into the night, a testament to the hard work and dedication of the 5 aliens who had saved their world. As they reveled in their success, the Xanthosians looked forward to a future secured by their courage and perseverance.